What's up, folks? This is Tuff Love Bunny, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Loom. Where was I? Oh yeah. In the previous first upload, I mentioned that I was going to play the game again so that I could write down the drafts. But that was just me as, like, I think I was still thinking as a kid version of me in the 90s, where recording gameplay footage and then editing gameplay footage and writing down the codes from that wasn't really possible. And I should know because I tried. You see, back in the day, early 90s, I did once try to hook up a VCR, a video cassette recorder. One of them old-timey video cassette recorders, which is now obsolete technology, of course. Well, obsolete unless, of course, you're extremely nostalgic. I hooked up the VCR to my Amiga 500 in between the monitor and the computer, the home computer as they were called back then, and I tried recording gameplay footage that way. Strangely enough, I don't remember what the result was. I remember doing it, but I don't remember what the outcome was. I imagine that the sound was okay, but that the image was completely garbled, because I think you needed some sort of a device that you could put between your VCR and your Amiga so that the signal that your Amiga produces could be recorded by the VCR. So yeah, that was early 90s kid version of me. I was already attempting to do Let's Plays, but I wasn't very good at it. Okay, so trick is when you set up the record. There's one thing I noticed is when you set up the recording, or at least when I set up the recording software for this game, or as I usually do, I press F keys to start recording, and that pretty much is the same thing as a mouse click in some cases. So Threadbare starts moving about the place then, and I don't know if. Well, we'll see if I have been here randomly. I always thought of this place as a gift shop when I was a kid because of, I think, yeah, because of what one guy says. If you buy it, you break it. But it's technically a graveyard. Gift shop, graveyard. What's the difference?
Welcome to Crystal Guards, stranger. I'm Master Goodmode, 31st in the Noble Guild of Glassmakers. And who might you be?
My name is Bobbin. Bobbin Threadbare of the, Noble Guild of Weavers.
A weaver! Tell me, is it true that to peer beneath a weaver's hood brings instant agonizing death?
I honestly don't know. Nobody's ever tried it with me. You have such a wonderful view of the sky here. Have you noticed a flock of swans flying this way?
Swans?
Swans. You know, birds.
Yes, swans! No, I haven't heard of any swan sightings. Look around to your heart's content, Weaver Threadbare. And remember, if you break it, you buy it.
Let's do something ghoulish. Where's the open draft? I have a notepad now.
Softshod, wife of Lucent Bottleblow, here attain final clarity.
A bit of grave robbing.
I don't think I'll try that one again.
Just because I can.
That's beautiful. I've never seen anything sparkle like that. Not even the long tapestry.
Oh, it's him again.
What kind of glass is it?
It was carved from a single crystal of diamond.
But I thought you were glass makers.
No, we are. Dear boy, this is none other than the famous Chromax conundrum, wrought by our distinguished founder, Lucent Bottleblow. His works once filled an entire museum, you know. And that was before the Great Dragon arrived in 7342. She blew through
my.
this city like a torch, melting and breaking our finest works, plundering our museums and treasuries until we had almost nothing left. It was awful, just terrible, really a miserable time. Even Bottleblow's greatest masterpiece, the first scrying sphere, was lost forever.
But you still have the conundrum.
And a lucky thing, too. It was on loan to the Guild of Vintners at the time. It is the sole remaining example of our founder's transcendent genius.
But I'm still curious. Why is it diamond instead of glass?
We've no idea at all. That's the conundrum, you see.
Why need is a diamond? It was on loan to the Vintners, and I'm gonna try out another draft. The one that didn't make all that too much sense. When in the first upload or episode, I knocked over the flask, and that is basically the sound of a recipient or a vessel emptying itself. So I think it should be the other way around, because I recorded the sound of a vessel emptying. Seeing as those vintners probably drank wine from it, it's gonna fill up with wine again.
I wonder where that dragon went with Bottleblow's other treasures.
Well, move on. Let's see what teleportation can do.
A glass bell. I wonder what will happen if...
Oh my god, I just got beamed.
I'm dizzy.
Now I have to go to where I have to go. Eavesdrop on a conversation. Well, there's a lot of eavesdropping here, of course, because... Yeah, there you go.
I can barely hear what they're saying.
I don't think we're going to get a draft here.
I trust your excellency is pleased with our progress?
That all depends on how far this sphere can help me see.
4 hours, most assuredly. Perhaps 6, with a bit of luck.
Only 6 hours? But I expressly requested 8.
Every sphere is unique, Bishop. It is impossible to accurately predict how well this sphere will perform.
I need at least 8 hours. 8 hours, Master Crucible. See to it.
Well, you have a sphere, you can look into the future of space and time, and then see whether the sphere is going, the next sphere that you build is going to be able to scry for 8 hours in advance. Yeah? Why need a sphere that can look into the future? When you could... The future? No, I'd rather have a sphere that allows me to look into the past. And now we go... Well, we can't reach the sphere, but until we go over here. And then we have a bit of a run-in with these two guys.
Ah, look!
Who are you, lad?
And just what do you think you're doing up here?
I'm not sure. I just rang the bell and
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to be here.
Step back under the lens, please.
This is a restricted area. No visitors allowed.
Good day, sir.
And this situation here as a kid really had me puzzled. This is where I got stuck in the game, because of course you have the invisibility spell from the shepherds.
I guess I'm not supposed to go up there.
Yeah, you have the invisibility spell from the shepherds, but you can't cast it onto yourself. And as a kid, it took me a while to figure out how to solve this, because the whole teleportation dealie is done with, allegedly, of course, in the game, is done with lenses that sort of like, you know, project you or something. And I suppose you can see lenses up there as well, but you have to cast the invisibility spell onto the lenses so that the next time you teleport, or translocate, whatever if you wish to call it, you will be rendered invisible because you pass through the lenses or something. It's a nice logic, but really, as a kid, I really had a hard time figuring that out. So what happens is you end up casting every possible spell that you have reverse or, one way or the other until you finally figure out what's to be done. Where was that spell? Because my microphone is... Yeah, sometimes my voice goes away because my microphone is blocking the view of my notepad. Okay. I think it's the other way around then.
What's going on up there?
Yeah, guess that worked.
I wonder, did it work? Only one way to find out.
I must say the voice acting is really good, and I don't remember any LucasArts games having voice acting in them because of the the limits of the storage. Well, you couldn't have sound files on a 3.5-inch floppy disk back then because it was, you had a limit. It could only store a limited amount of, I think it was 720 kilobytes. It wasn't even a megabyte until the 144 HD double-sided type of floppy disks came about. Yeah. But I really have to look into where the voice acting came from because I don't remember. As I said, I played a German version, so playing an English version is already new. And I'm a green outline.
Our esteemed Bishop Mandible cuts quite a figure, doesn't he?
I don't doubt that Crucible's getting tired of bowing and scraping. Why would the clerics want a scrying sphere anyway? I thought they didn't believe in the future.
Yeah, your guess is as lucid as mine, Flute. But Crucible appears to think that they're up to no good again.
Then why would he do business with them at all? Let alone sell them a sphere.
Well, you know, Crucible, he'd sell his own mother's spectacles if he thought there was a profit in it. And the clerics are paying off in cash.
Which should keep us in the clear for years to come. Still, I'm certainly pleased that Crucible's not taking any chances. This scythe might become very useful if our friend the bishop has been less than transparent with us.
Ouch!
Yes, very useful indeed.
Oh well, let's get the draft from the site then, which is...
That side is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
Of course, I can't use it because I don't have the A note or key yet. That's the sharp or unsharpen draft spell. Now let's go do something that is already kind of impossible, but even more so because of, well, what is that called again? You know, like pulling yourself out of a quagmire or pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps is what this temporal paradox is going to be like. Or time paradox. I don't even know if temporal is the right word there. Space and time be damned! Yep. DFFD. That's the horror or the scare spell, so to speak. It cannot be cast in reverse. I think it simply shows whomever you cast it upon, shows them their greatest fear. And of course we'll see soon enough what that is in case of the shepherds, because that's how you get past the shepherds. They have a certain reptile kind of problem. And of course the teleportation doesn't make any sound here because that would give away my position or my presence to the keepers of the scythe, if they are called that way. This is Crystal Guard, alright. Even though I think there is a a draft that can quiet, or you can basically shut somebody up, or shut something up, or make something go quiet. But I imagine that, yeah, the invisibility. You can only, I think you can only cast one draft on an object at a time. So, suspend your disbelief, would you? Let's go have a bit of a chat with those shepherds again. I think they're just going to show up now, and we don't have to sit through that conversation again, I hope, because...
He's back!
So are we.
It scared the crap out of him.
It's the dragon! Oh, he's after us!
Well, that worked. Funny. I don't feel very scary.
Oh yeah, if you, the one thing that the other guy, the glassmaker dude said, like, if you look under their cowl, does it cause instant death? I think it's more like a case of mad with fear. I'm gonna save here, because if I do something stupid, which I undoubtedly will do, if I don't get the sleep, I think there's a sleep spell that I have to get. And if I don't get that, you can get stuck at one. There are some areas where you actually can get stuck, and you need to make a save game in order to, so that you don't have to play that game all over again. Let's see if I can wake up this fella.
Poor fella. Poor fella. He must have had a long night.
Oh!
Hey, you! Get away from here! Now I've got to go and round them all up again. And you'd better not be here when I get back.
That's, he's counting sheep, and that
Go on
causes him
now.
to, doze off. Damn it. Sorry, I didn't see it. D, E, F, G.
Hey, you! Get away from here.
Sorry about
Now I've
that.
got to go and round them all up again.
It's kind of annoying
And
because
you'd better not be here when I get back.
it's kind of annoying because
Go on now.
Yeah, my microphone is obscuring the view from my notepad. Can I turn these sheep green already? I don't remember that. Just... Well, they have camouflage now. There's no real reason you have to do this, I think, but I think it's just like when I filled up the chalice with wine. That was just, I think it's in the game, like it's like a little tutorial in the game. You can experiment with. It encourages you to experiment with drafts that you collect, I guess. There's a vast mountain range in the back there.
Some of these graves are really old.
Hello.
Hello there.
Who said that?
I did. My name is Fleece. first chosen of the Guild of Shepherds. I wish we had time to chat a while and trade some tales, but we have got a serious problem on our hands.
What sort of trouble are you having?
It seems we've a dragon nearby who has an enormous appetite for fresh mutton. We breed our sheep for extra whiteness, so we cannot keep them on the meadows. She can spot them miles away. By now, the dragon has carried off so many that we may not be able to fill the cleric's order.
The clerics? I just saw the bishop at the glassmakers.
Bishop Mandible? He placed the order for 10,000 sheep.
10,000 sheep? That's enough to feed an army.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know,
that
it's
had
little
occurred to
clones.
us too. You noticed our increased patrol in the forest. We'll deliver the sheep to the clerics if we can, but we won't trust them.
I suppose fighting the dragon will be out of the question.
Only a mage can save us.
She's not clickable.
I see you've noticed my little friend.
Yeah, your friend.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
I got that.
I wish I were better with him.
So the healing spell is also not reversible. You can't make somebody ill.
The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
I'm a wizard now. You jumped to conclusions there. Oh well. Guess it's time to get airborne. I have the sleep and wake spell now, so because if you don't have it and you do this, well, you have to reload the game, and nobody wants to do that. Now, do they? Yeet. Or was it the reverse? Hello! Ah! Oh, it screams now. Getting some weird flashbacks from Discworld. I should play that one again because I played Discworld and I never
what
managed.
have we here? Oh, that's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Oh, why, you'd hardly make a decent kindling.
So what happens here is, of course, can't talk to her. It's always nice that I always pictured that. I don't remember the dragon being female, but it's a nice touch that she is female. You'd imagine him to be like this, having a monstrous male voice, but they went with a female dragon. But no, I don't remember her being female. Of course, I had no audio, and of course, it is mentioned that it is a she. But the whole thing with gender in German can be quite confusing when you're a kid and you don't really speak German all that well either. You're just kind of guessing because it's a language related to Dutch, so you can make out some stuff, but not all of it. Let's turn that stuff to straw. Or no,
That's quite a bit of gold you have there.
That? Oh, that's nothing compared to what it used to be. Piled floor to ceiling it was. Everyone said it was the most beautiful lair anywhere, and right they were too. Then one day, last spring it was, comes along this third-rate wizard who botched up everything. He tried to get the volcano to blow, but only shook up the place in a huge earthquake instead. Broke all my fancy glass, mind you, and made off with most of the gold, too. The only thing he left me was a gorgeous glass ball.
Something. I'm going to go through the trial and error thing. Like, I'm going to turn it to straw. She's going to get pissed at me, and then I think it's this way. Oop. I love how she goes with her hand through the pile of gold and then... Oh, what?
Put it back the way you found it, now.
This seems like a smart thing to do. Oh, you have to do that, otherwise you don't get the extra key or note. seems like a smart thing to do. There's a fire-breathing dragon on a hoard of gold, and you turn it to straw. It's like if that thing gets really pissed off, it might set you on fire. Yeah, smart thing to do. Okay, let's put it back. Forgot to mention the Rumpelstiltskin. I think it's Rumpelstiltskin spinning that annoying little shit that can spin gold.
Thanks,
Forgot that
love.
fairy tale. I don't even know if it was Rumpelstiltskin. So what we're gonna do now is we're not gonna put you to sleep in that sense of the word. We're just gonna, give her a bit of a lie down or a shut. So give her some shut eye. Was it?
I guess that isn't a draft. I guess that isn't a draft.
Oh, crud. Did I write it down the wrong way? Damn it, I should have saved there. D, E, F. Oh, it was a high note.
Hey, you!
The one I didn't
Get away
have.
from here! Now I've got to go and round them all up again. And you'd better not be here when I get back. Go on now.
So it's AFED. I have to look past my mic onto my notepad, and then the microphone obscures my screen, and then that's what you get when you have a cardioid microphone. You have to put it right in front of your mouth, otherwise it doesn't record jack. I'm probably gonna cut this out, so.
Hello there, who's that? Oh yeah, my name's Reese. There's children like ships. I wish I had time to tell all the Jason tales, but we've got a serious problem on our hands.
What's the trouble you have?
It seems we've got a dragon nearby who has an enormous appetite for fresh mutton. We breed our sheep for extra witness, so we can't be on those. She's been miles away. Well, now the dragon is sold me, but we ain't able to fulfill the next order.
Thanks. I just saw Bishop last week.
Bishop Mandel, he placed the order for 10,000 sheep. 10,000 sheep?
That's the army.
Yes, that occurred to us too. You know, so we control the force. We'll deliver the sheep to the safe again, but we won't pass them.
I suppose fighting the dragon will be out of the question.
Oh, and Mary can save us. I see, what's the matter, Fred?
She doesn't look at all well.
She is, and my son's looking to bring her shelter. I wish I were better with him. Look at Dr. Buster, move them in there. Go forth with him, and maybe return safely to our fold.
Some of these raids are really old. Face was right. They really are easy to spot.
Well, what are we? That's what it is. I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Why not? Look at this kindling.
That's quite a dodgy effect.
That's all. That's nothing compared to what it used to be. Pile floor ceiling. It was beautiful there anywhere I were too. Then one day, last spring was cut on this third night blizzard. Watch out everything. It started to find out about shock. There was a huge earthquake instead. Broke all my fancy glass, mind you. And I got too. The only thing left for me was a gorgeous glass door.
Anyway, I'm back here. I saved the game this time, so we have to turn this to straw. Rumpelstiltskin it. I get the A, and then I can cast the sleep
Put it
draft.
back the way you found it. Now.
I guess you get rewarded for doing this. You get kind of rewarded that note because you're taunting a dragon that can set you on fire.
Slav.
Okay, now.
It might help. It might help to point.
I am
at
pointing at the
something
dragon.
first.
Oh, wait. No, I'm gonna have the trouble with this. This game is in QWERTY, and I'm working on an AZERTY keyboard, so I'll have to do it like that.
Sheep.
Because when she snores...
Sheep.
Is this gonna keep on playing in a loop? Oh no. Of course, she belches fire when she snores, and that is looking at my... Oh! No. Was it this way?
No, no, that's not right.
Damn it. And of course that's a bit of a fire hazard we're creating here, so...
Now that looks a lot more comfortable.
Well...
Eek! Fire!
A dragon with a fear for fire. Okay.
You haven't heard the last of me, you cheeky brat!
Oh, I've made a very powerful enemy. I'm so happy. Let's go down the whole thing here. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Maybe it might help to point at something first.
I am pointing at the
Wonderful.
darkness.
I can't see a thing.
Night vision. Oh, it doesn't really reveal everything. It's one of those puzzles. This is a bit like Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. You have a similar level where you're essentially moving about the dark. Does this go anywhere? But you're using a lighter to shed light on things, and that lighter gets hot after a while, which it does in real life. If you have one of them fuel lighters or gasoline lighters. Mm-hmm. Can I leave the caverns, or... And now I'm up here. I wonder if there is... Not very good at following the path. Ah. So I'm still looking for that scrying sphere. It has to be down. It has to be in what is essentially this volcano, the dragon's lair.
Guess I won't be going back that way.
What is this, water? If it's water, let's empty it. Oops, was the other way
What was I
around.
trying to do? Flood the whole cave?
Yeah, that would have been fun, but... Have a bit of a swim. Well, we already had a bit of a swim there. There she is. It's green. Yeah, that's a volcanic eruption, but...
It's already dry as a bone.
Oh. You could do we have to submerge it again? Oh, there's no number of visions. And that's the Cygnus or the Swan draft again. Well, it has been more than 20 years, so... It's Bishop
Mandible.
Why would they
What
call
in the
him
world is he up to?
And we're back at the volcanic eruption type of thing. Oh, you can't go that way. It's just a dry hole. It's not a path that you can follow. And I can't go back down there, so the exit must be on this side of the screen. No. Yeah, the path that you assign to your character isn't always that obvious. Nope. I guess it is down there. There.
It might help to point at something first.
He doesn't want to go that way again. This is a dry hole. Is that the exit? Because I can heal that lamb now. Do I have to open something up?
It's already dry as a bone.
Nope. Maybe I have to fill it up again and then swim to the other end? I don't know. Oh!
My own reflection.
F A F.
My own reflection. Is there anything I can click on that I haven't found yet? Yes, I can draw. Spheres work well enough without drafts, remember? It's already dry as a bone. That must not be the right draft. That must not be the right draft. It might help to point something first. Bishop Mandel, what in the world is he up to? That must not be the right draft. That must not be the right draft. That must not be the right draft.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother you with this anymore because I can't seem to figure it out at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a session because I'm kind of stuck here. Don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Is there something I can click on that I'm missing? Did I forget something in a previous area? Am I clicking the wrong way? Yeah. Anyway. That's all for now. See you soon until next time.